season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Love. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. To throw on 2nd down, Love. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. This is caught. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike 51. Let's go, let's go. Watch out, watch out. Watch out. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds Tyler Croft. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm here all day.
He'll drop to throw. They still can't get him. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
52, watch 52. 52's the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out. And go.
From the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They run with Taylor, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Mike 51. Stop your whining. Right here, guys. Fight for me.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Williams to return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Get ready. Check 13. Check 13.
On third down, it's Taylor, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Second and 10. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Love. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. That's caught by Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check, 52's the mic. Check, 52's the mic. Cut, ready, go.
To throw again. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
47, Mike, 47. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Love. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 2. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 47. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Pick it up. Mike's 47.
Looking to throw. Love. That is caught by Williams for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, right side. A huge play there for Denver. 64 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Love. It's caught by Jackson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Love. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And he's going to go down again. Javon Hargrave in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give to Taylor. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 36-yard line.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Completes it to Jennings. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Brings up second
Let's go.
and
You
9
tighten up.
at the 17-yard line.
Watch the slant. Motion. Kill. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Bang.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Von Bell. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Let's go. On the double. Mike 51. Watch the screen.
Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Let's go one more. Mike 51.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
51.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 2nd and 15. Complete to Bryant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 4th down, Love. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Taylor, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip that ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run with Taylor, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's get it.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Love. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That's to his running back, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Love. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Javon Hargrave racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Love. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike's 47. Kermit. 47.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And this is caught by Jackson. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Let's go. 47.
On first down, Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looking long for Westbrook. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
You go night-night. Go night-night.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do